Obviously, a very tough loss for us. A game that you seemingly have in hand, and then you can't hold the lead in the ninth inning, and fortunately, it just didn't go our way. For a long time, I thought we were very fortunate to be shutting them out. We made some tremendous defensive plays. The catch by Rhines on the line, the relay on the double by Frost when we threw him out at the plate. One time they had runners on first and second, nobody out. We turned a double play to get out of that inning. So we were kind of living on the edge, which is pretty typical of Ryan Eads' starts, quite frankly. But he always seems to get out of it, and we made some really good defensive plays behind him. So, we got through 6 innings with him, and then Chris Cotton came in and gave us a beautiful 7th inning. The 8th inning was more of a struggle. He gave up the 1 run. We scored 3 runs early in the game, and then our offense just kind of went into stall mode there, but we were shutting them down, so it didn't seem to matter. And then in the 9th inning, of course, they strung together some good at-bats off Nick, and we couldn't hold the lead there. So it's a tough loss for us, but it's also something that we'll rebound from it. We've got time to kind of regroup. We'll analyze it. We'll put it in the rearview mirror, and we'll get ready for next week, because obviously next week is what really matters as we go forward. I don't mean to downplay the SEC tournament, of course. I've always believed it was important, and I've instilled that in our players, and that's why the loss hurts so badly, because they wanted to win. Normally when we come to Hoover, we win this tournament, but it was a tough loss for us. But we'll put it behind us in time and get ready for next week.
Okay, raise your hand if you have a question for one of the student athletes, and we'll get a microphone to you as soon as possible. Start out on the front row, far left.
Both you guys, Coach kind of touched on it just a second ago. As tough as this loss is, how different is it now moving forward, knowing that there's some season left for you, that you'll find out Monday what that entails?
I mean, it's a tough loss right now. We take it one game at a time, and this is the last game we have. So, we're going to analyze it like Coach said, and we're going to look at the things we need to get better, but we're definitely going to get better from this. We're going to grow from this, and we're going to learn, and we're going to move forward and look forward to the next thing.
I agree with that. That's well said right there.
Ty, Nick has been so reliable all year. What did you see in those last 2 innings that maybe was a little bit different today?
I think most of the guys on our team can say that, in a safe situation, we want Nick Goody out there. He's a competitor. He's going to go out there and give you the best he has. Today, they were just jumping on his fastball. He wasn't doing anything different. He was out there battling, trying to get outs and trying to mix in that slider. 4 out of 5 times, 9 out of 10 times, he closed the game out. It just was one of those times.
Okay, front row in the middle.
Austin, did you feel like you got the Lindgren early? Do you feel like y'all could have gotten more the first couple innings against him?
We just, as an offense, didn't do enough. We had opportunities, and we didn't get the job done. We got to get better. We got to learn from those, and like I said, those situations, with the guys we have in our lineup, the way we've been playing, I feel like we can do that in the job. So, it just didn't happen today. We're going to learn from it and get better.